Okay. Hey, you guys. I'm tripping. All right. Here we go, you guys. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Hello, hello, hello. This is Lady D, that be me. Hey, Jamian, how you doing? Good to have you here. All right, so I'm gonna get this party started. Give me 1 second, and here we go. Lady D TV presents Conversations for Dummies, where some things you know and some things you learn. Tonight, we're gonna learn some things. Stay tuned right here on Lady D TV for Conversations for Dummies, coming up right after this word from our sponsors.
Vegas, where's the food? Right here at So Sinful Snacks and Treats. Make sure you get down to 4255 Dean Martin Drive, Suite G, and put your order in at So Sinful Snacks and Treats. Try out our new steam bowls or our delicious homestyle barbecue. Either way, you're going to love something at So Sinful Snacks and Treats. Now available on Uber Eats and DoorDash. Order today.
And now, here's Lady D with Conversations for Dummies. All right. Hey, you guys. So, first of all, I want to say that it looks like I'm having some issues with my connection this morning. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi, but it seems to be acting really kind of weird right now. Um, and then also I want to say, oh, no wonder. Okay, there we go. Oh, it was off, you guys. I had it off. I didn't know. Okay, so I'm back online, and looks like everything is working smoothly now. I think. I don't know. It still seems a little sporadic, but anyway, welcome you guys to Conversations for Dummies. I am so happy and excited to be here. I know I am late. I am late. I was supposed to be here at 9 o'clock, but I was out at 9 o'clock. I went out and did some driving this morning. Those of you that know me, you know that I drive for Uber Eats and Grubhub, and I was out doing some driving. I needed to make some money, y'all, so I had to go out and make some money real quick, come back in and get to you guys real quick, and then I'm gonna go back out and make some more money later on. Okay, so can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me okay? Somebody tell me that you can hear me. Oh yeah, you can. So Jamion responded. So good, good, good. So yes, so welcome to Conversations for Dummies. I am broadcasting live on 5 platforms. I'm on my Diane P. Meadows. Um, I'm on Lady D TV on Facebook. I am on KEPX Radio on Facebook. I am on Twitter, and I am on YouTube on Lady D That Be Me TV. And on all the other ones, it's Lady D TV, on Twitter, on uh, KEPX. Oh, it's KEPX Radio, on Facebook as well. All right, so you guys, if you can't catch me on one page, you can catch me on another page. So I want you guys to know, go find me and share with someone that Lady D is on. Conversations for Dummies is on, and you don't want to miss the show. So welcome, you guys. I definitely got to give my shout outs. Shout out to you, Jamie Ann Williams, for being the first one here today. And it's so good to have you here and have you tuned in. Oh, look, as you guys can see, my virtual background, I felt like I wanted to be at the beach today. So that's why I got the water background back there. So, I can change it up and be wherever I want to be, um, whenever I want to. But I felt like being at the beach today for some reason. I missed the water, hoping to go down to San Diego, California, to my hometown real soon, so I can see the beach. So yes. All right, so shout out to Jamie on, shout out to Johnny L. Dunlap Jr., who is always there to support me on my shows in the morning on KEPX Radio, on the Soul Express. He is always there to support me on my morning motivation. So shout out to you, Johnny L. Dunlap Jr. Shout out to Christine King out in Lynchburg, Virginia. Shout out to everyone out um, in New Jersey. I know a lot of people in New Jersey, and I want to say shout out to all of you guys out there. To Danye Kearney, my girl out there. Thank you for sharing my nachos. Shout out to Danye. Shout out to Taisha Coleman, who is expecting a child very soon. Shout out to um, Bishop McKinney, Bishop Darius McKinney. Shout out to Chi Crafton. Shout out to the whole Streeter family and all of you guys out there in New Jersey. Shout out to Falana Wilson, my girl in North Carolina. Shout out to you. Shout out to my girl Flava in Tampa, Florida. I was hoping to get her on real quick, but I don't think she got my message to come on. But anyway, shout out to her. Shout out to my girl Terry Jean. Gotta get her on the show. I'm excited about getting her on the show. And as everybody else out there, shout out to all of you guys. I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for supporting me and for being here for Lady D TV. Those of you that are here, you know what? I want to say this, and I have to say this, and I need to say this, okay? I want to put this out to one person, a couple of persons, people in particular, but I want to say this to one person in particular, and I'm not going to say any names, but I just want to say, don't give up on me. And I want to say that to all of you guys, but to one person in particular, don't give up on Lady D, okay? I know that I fell off a little bit. The accident with my son, it took me to a whole different place in my life, different. You guys don't have a clue as to how that accident affected my life and how it is still affecting my life, and I'm just trying to get back to and trying to get to some normalcy, but don't give up on me, you guys. Those of you out there that know Lady D, you guys know I can do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of stuff. I am multi-talented. I am unlimited. That's the name of my business, Unlimited Lifestyles. And don't give up on me. I am making a comeback. Don't give up. Just hold on. I'm still here. I'm just trying to get my mind wrapped around everything so that I can get back on track with everything else. Um, yeah, it was a minor setback, and it's going to be a major comeback, like you said. So a lot of stuff that I have going on that I was going to have going on that I was doing is going to be pushed back until I get to Texas, because I was going to be doing them in Texas anyway. So everything is going to be pushed back until I get to Texas, and I probably won't be going to Texas until next year. That's how long it's going to take my son to get back on his feet where he can take care of himself. So don't give up on me, you guys. Just hang in there, hold on, and Lady D is here I got you. Okay. I also want to say that I am embracing my gray, you guys. I am embracing the gray. My daughter told me a while ago to embrace the gray. I am embracing my gray on all levels, you guys. I have gray hair, which means I'm getting older. Not necessarily doesn't mean because people younger than me have gray hair, but I'm getting older, you guys, and I am maturing. And I just want to say that embrace your gray. When you start to get older and mature, don't look at it as a sign of old age or anything like that. Look at it as a sign of maturity, that you are growing into yourself. You are coming to be who you really are. The gray was already there. It was just hidden, you know? Oh, yes. I'm embracing my gray. I'm embracing my age, you guys. I'm about to be 62 years old. I will be 62 in July, July the 14th this year. And I'm loving it. You know what? I'm loving life. I'm loving the fact that I am this age and I know that I'm going to be here for a lot longer. I still got a long way to go. I am in good shape. I'm in good health and I got a long way to go. So I just wanted to say that to you guys. So I don't have a guest today. It's me again. It's me again. I'm doing my thing again. And I wanted to share with you guys some stuff that I am dealing with. I did share with you guys that I found out that I am of Nigerian um, descent. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, about how I came to find out about being Nigerian, Cameroon, and all these other um, uh, things that I have in my DNA. And so that's what I wanted to talk about today. You know, I was a total dummy about this whole situation with the DNA and with who I am as a person, with who I am, you know. So a lot of us, especially Black people, a lot of us don't know who we really are. A lot of us don't know who our fathers are. Some of us don't know who our mothers are. A lot of us don't know where we came from, who we came from, how we came to be and have the names that we have. You know, Jamion, your last name is Williams. My name, I grew up with the name Williams all my life, thinking that that was my name. Well, it was my name because my mother was married to a Walter Williams, so that was my name. But as far as my father goes and the father part, I never knew my father like that, you know. And so I grew up thinking that my father was one person, and turns out he wasn't my father. And then the person that my mother told me was my father is not my father. And then the person that's on my birth certificate I found out is not my father. So, hey Philip, how you doing, son? How you doing? It's so happy, so good to have you here. I'm happy to have you. This is Philip Amoa. For those of you guys out there listening and watching, Philip is in Africa, and he is in. I think you're in Ghana. Is that correct, Philip? You're in Ghana. So I found out, Philip, that I am from Nigeria, and I am also I have Cameroon in my blood. So I'm looking at my ethnicity. So let me go back first before I get to the DNA and all that. So when I moved to Las Vegas, I found out that I wanted to become a citizen of Las Vegas and get my driver's license and everything. So in order for me to become a citizen of Las Vegas and get my driver's license, I needed to get my birth certificate, and my marriage certificates. I had to prove my marriages. I was married twice, and so I had to go and get those documents. So I sent off for these documents. I sent for my marriage certificates, which took quite some time. And then I got my birth certificate. And when I got my birth certificate, it had the name for my father as James Harold Meadows. And so when I went to go get my driver's license, they told me that I couldn't get a license based on the information that I had given them because my so let me back up a little bit. My name before I changed it to Meadows was Gibson hyphen Shannon. So those were married names. And so I found out that I had to change my name to Meadows in order to get my driver's license for Las Vegas. So I had to change my name to Meadows, which blew me away because I had no idea that I was a Meadows. That wasn't what I grew up as, and that wasn't the name that I grew up on my birth certificate as a child. That was not the name on my birth certificate. My birth certificate always had the name of Walter Williams as my father, Mildred Williams as my mother, and I was Diane Patricia Williams. But when I got my official birth certificate from the Department of Records, it has James Harold Meadows as my father. So I had to change my name to Meadows, which brought up a whole bunch of feelings and emotions for me because I didn't know that I was a Meadows. Now, let me go back to my childhood. Coming up, I remember my mom and my aunts and my family always talking about this guy, Meadows. Meadows this and Meadows that. James Harold Meadows, 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 Meadows. Mind you, I have in my head a picture of this guy that my mother had of James Harold Meadows, who I believe to be my father. He was sitting behind a piano, dark skinned, very handsome young man at that time, sitting behind a piano, and they always raved about him being an entertainer. He was an entertainer. He played the instrument. He played piano. He played drums. He did this. He sang. He danced. He acted. He did all these things. That was James Harold Meadows, was my father. And so as a child growing up, I always had a feeling that this might be my father because I am so entertainment is in my blood. It's like that's all I do. I'm an entertainer. I act, I sing, I dance, I do comedy sometimes, I do TV, I do radio. I'm in the entertainment industry, in the entertainment field. That's who I am. So I felt a connection to this James Harold Meadows, Meadows as they called him. Even growing up and even now as an adult, I still feel a connection. And it might just be something that I put in myself, instilled in myself. But anyway, so going back to the DNA, my daughter Jasmine, who I lived with here in Vegas, and who I'm going to be back with in Texas when I move out of Vegas to be with her, my daughter in the Air Force. She decided that she wanted to find out her history and find out her family history, where she's from, about her father. And she knows about me, but she wanted to find out about her father. So in her searching for her history and everything, she found out that she wanted to do my DNA. So that's what happened. She took my DNA and put me on the case so that she could get a little bit more information about her background and her DNA. So she sent in my DNA, came back, my DNA came back that uh, I have 9 different ethnicities in me. The major one being Nigerian, and the next one being Cameroon. 28% Nigerian, 24% Cameroon, and Congo, Western Bantu peoples is what it says. And then, but what also came back was the fact that nothing came back in relation to James Harold Meadows or any Meadows in my blood, in my DNA. That made me angry. That made me angry. So now my daughter is telling me that I have a different father, that someone else is my father, that I have a different last name, that I am not a Meadows, that I am a somebody else, and I'm not going to even say the name right now until I get more information and until I feel confident and comfortable with it. But right now, I'm feeling a whole lot of emotions and a whole lot of um, stuff. The fact that I don't know who I am. I don't know who my father is. I know who my mother is, and I know the history behind my mom and my family, my grandma, my great grandma. I know all that history, but I don't know the history of my father, and I want to know. And hey, Yvette, how are you, sweetie? Good to have you here. So I'm angry, I'm disappointed, I'm upset, but I'm also anxious, interested. Um, I'm confused. I'm a lot of different things, a lot of emotions going through right now. So Ancestry.com has been so good. And I know Yvette went through Ancestry.com and she found some information that I know has taken her life for a whole different level and everything. This thing, Ancestry.com, ain't no joke, man. I'm telling you, it has brought out so many different emotions and stuff. So I decided that at first I said, I don't want to know who these other people are. I don't want to know because I feel like I'm connected to Meadows. That's my name now. I'm connected to him. That's how I felt. But then something said, well, your DNA says different. You might want to rethink this. So I'm rethinking that part. I'm going to rethink that and look into this other family and get more information and find out, what the deal is. But my real deal is my real motivation right now is finding out about my Nigerian, Cameroon, and all my other ethnicities, and especially the African, the Nigerian, the Cameroon. So that's where I am. I wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's so important, so um, vital that we try to find out who we are. Like I said, a lot of the black people, we were brought to America. We were brought to America by slaves, not us that are here today, but our ancestors were brought here as slaves. My great 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 grandmother was a slave. Um, my grandmother's brother was just at the end of slavery. Um, and so, we were brought here and we were not taught. We were not given information. We were not given clues as to who we are. Let me tell you something. I never got any information from my parent, from my mother, from my family, anyone in my family. We never, ever, ever talked about or had any inclination or any information that we were of African ancestry or what our African ancestors or ancestry was. We never did. All I ever heard was that um, your great 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 grandmother and ancestors were Cherokee Indian. That's all they ever said. They never told us about or even talked about remotely ever about African ancestry, about our African bloodline. Never. We only heard about having Indian. Cherokee Indian. You got 100% Cherokee Indian blood. That's why you are straight footed, you Indian footed, because you got 100% Cherokee blood in you. That's all I ever heard. Okay, I accept that. I accepted that. I love it. I'm Indian footed. And if those of you that may not know what Indian footed is, it just means that when you walk, your feet walk straight, like they point totally straight. There's no angle. There's no angle outward, no curve inward. There's not your feet are totally straight. That's what they say Indian footed is. My mama told me. So, okay, I accept the Indian ancestry and I'm looking into that as well. But I want to know about my African ancestry because I want to know. I want to know about the Nigerian and culture. I want to know about Cameroon and the Bantu, Western Bantu peoples and their culture and their hair. I've always wanted to know where I got my hair from. I have like the kinkiest hair ever. Underneath these dreads down at the root, I got BDBs for real. Like, I've always wanted to know where I got my hair from, where I came from. And so I just want to go down the line real quick. So I have Nigerian, Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu peoples. I have Mali, Benin, and Togo. I have some people, some bloodline from the Ivory Coast and Ghana. Hey, Philip, we related. I got some Ghana blood in me. Mali, I have some blood from the England and Northwest Europe. Excuse me. I have some Scottish blood in me, some Scotland, Senegal, and Southern Bantu peoples. The majority of my African blood seems to come from my mother's side, but there is a large portion on my dad's side from the Cameroon. Oh no, not from Cameroon, from the Benin and the Togo peoples. A lot of a good percentage of my bloodline comes from there, from my father's side. So, hey Andrea, hey sweetie, how are you? I got that worldwide blood, okay? Yes, yes, got that worldwide blood from all over the place. But I am really interested, and so I have been really looking into um, Nigeria culture, Cameroon culture. I've been looking into the hair, into the clothing, into the jewelry, into how they eat, just everything, and just the whole African history. And I'm so excited about it, and I'm really um, delving deep into that part. And then I'm also, like I said, I'm going to delve deep the into the Indian history as well, but I really, really, really want to look into the African part. I want to know where we came from and where I came from. And so, yes, I'm excited, you guys. So I want to encourage you guys. I think I'm going to go to africanancestry.com. They have ancestry.com, but they also have africanancestry.com. And I think it gets a little bit deeper into the history and the ancestry of your African DNA. So I want to check more into that. And you know what really was interesting to me as well is that on ancestry.com, there, because my family told me all my life that we had 100% Cherokee Indian blood in us, there was no DNA results from any Indian ancestry. And so that was interesting to me. And so that's why I'm looking into the Indian ancestry. They have their own ancestry that you can look into. I think you have to go through some of their tribal thing to see if you match any of their tribes or something like that. I'm going to check into that as well. But yeah, so I am, like I said, going through a lot of emotions. And my daughter, she'll call me every now and then and say, well, Mom, I found out something else. Or she'll text me and she say, Mom, I found somebody else from your bloodline. So she's now set up a Facebook group with her and one of our relatives that she has come in contact that she's just met. has set up a Facebook book group so that we can all come together and try to get to know each other and try to find out who we are, try to find out how we are related. So I have a potential, there's 5 men that are potentially, one of them is my father. I found out 5 men from this particular family that one of them is my father. I don't know which one yet. And I also found out that some of the older people in the family are reluctant and hesitant to talk about what happened in the past and the ancestry. They're reluctant, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to bring up the roots. They don't want to bring up, what might have happened or transpired back in the day, because back in the day it was some shady stuff going on. Back in the day, there was a lot of incest and molestation going on in the black families back in the day. Just keeping it real with you, it was a lot of that, and they don't want to talk about it today. They don't want to talk about it. And then a lot of the older people have already died off, so they can't talk about it. You can't get the history. I have no one left in my family. All of my aunts and uncles are all gone. All I have are some cousins, and we have a very small family, just a few people, and they don't know anything. So I have nobody to talk to or to question about my ancestry, except, and so now we have ancestry.com. We have africanancestry.com. We have all these different ways to find out where we came from. I would suggest doing it if you can. It is a little costly. I mean, I didn't pay for it. My daughter paid for it. Thank God for her. But I would recommend, if you can, do it. Maybe a couple of family members can come together and you guys can put the money in and do it together. Um, so that's what my story today. That's my conversation for dummies today, and I'm still a dummy in all of this stuff. And you know, um, I just want to say that there's a lot of different conversations for dummies. So I want you guys to know that I got a lot of stuff coming up. I got a lot of topics to talk about, a lot of things to talk about. But I thought this was very interesting because it is close to home, it's close to me, and I don't have a clue. I'm a dummy about all of this. I have not a clue about where I came from. Now I'm clueless again as to who my father is. I thought I was good. I thought, oh, now I can go find the Meadows family and find out more about James Harold Meadows, who I thought was my father. Now I'm finding out that there's no DNA that even relates to anyone in the Meadows family. So I don't know. I'm back at the drawing board, back from from the beginning. And I know, thank you, Yvette. I know I'm not alone, sweetie. I know that you are out there doing your thing, trying to find out where your mom is. And if I'm going to play your story in just a moment. Um, but yeah, you guys, I want to encourage you guys to go and find out where you came from, who you are. Um, you know, uh, and you never know. Some of us out here, we might be related. You never know. And you know what the biggest part is? One of the biggest and scariest things for me is when you go searching for your DNA, and the fact that there has been a lot of molestation and incest from back way back in the day, that you could possibly have been with your own relative. That's scary. That's very scary. Hi, hi there. I can't say your name. I don't want to get it wrong. Ifitex. I don't know. But welcome to the show. And yes, I am happy to be a part of Nigeria, a part of your country, and all of my relatives in Africa. I believe that we are all related in some kind of way. You know what? We are all of one blood, if you ask me. There's only one blood, and that's the blood of Jesus. You feel me? Yay. All right, you guys, I'm going to play a couple of commercials, a couple of little things, and then I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining and for tuning in today to Conversations for Dummies. Um, And like I said, I got a lot more conversations for dummies coming up. A lot of things that I had in motion that I'm going to have to put off until I get to Texas next year. But you guys stay tuned. Lady D is still here. And like I said in the beginning of the show, for those of you that may have come on late, and please go back and watch the replay for those of you that may not have saw the beginning. Please go back and watch the retake. But I want you guys to just don't give up on me, you guys. Don't give up on Lady D. That be me. I've been going through a lot. I have a lot on my plate. I am still trying to get readjusted to my life here after the accident with my son, the car accident. It's been a big, big, big challenge for me, you guys. You have no clue, like I said before. So bear with me. Don't give up on me. I'm still here. I still got it going on. And I'm going to let you guys know I got a lot of stuff to share with you guys. So hang in there with me, okay? All right. So let's see. Here we go. When is the end of COVID-19? Who knows? We're still in the middle of a global pandemic. There's still lots of uncertainty among us. There's no running from it. There's no getting away. So with that being said, let's continue to practice social distancing. Let's continue to practice good hand washing. Let's continue to teach our children best practices. Let's continue to do our part to fight COVID-19. This has been a public information announcement from Lady D TV and KEPX Radio.
Hello, my name is Yvette Cologne, and I have a son that suffered from seizures. So I did a DNA test to see if me or his father's side, how he received his seizures. So upon me doing the ancestry DNA, I found out that it was a death index, meaning I had a death record and a birth certificate. I contacted Union Health Department and told them I need to know if this is true. It was accurate. I do have a birth certificate that I was born September 5th, 1974, and died 10 hours later, which will be September 6th, 1974, in Union, New Jersey. Union Township is the county. The emotion was horrible. The first thing I thought was, oh my God, somebody actually stole me from a hospital. And this is so horrible. Like, who can do that to a child or to a mother? It's like, I need to know answers. I want to know answers. I know there's a lady out there who probably gave birth to me, thought I died, but I'm alive. I'm searching for her. So if you're out there, I am looking for you.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is Lady D, that be me, with your morning motivation. Join me Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for your morning motivation with Lady D right here on KEPX Radio, the Soul Express, Fantistical Music. Tune in, tell a friend, you don't want to miss it. I'll see you there.
No more sleeping in bed. Wake up. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. Wake up.
Lady D TV presents Open Casting Call. Coming to your city. Can you act? Are you a comedian? Can you dance? Do you think you have all the moves? Can you sing? Or can you do all of the above? If you're interested in seeing what's going on at Lady D TV and being a part of some great videos, give us a call, 619-301-4467.
Where in the world is Chris Brown? I'm going to find wherever he is. I'm coming, Chris. I'm coming. That house is on her way.
All right, you guys. Hey, George Jr., so good to have you here. George, my friend from the UK. George is from Africa as well. And so I am your relative, George. We are family. You and Philip, we are all family. I'm so happy to have you guys here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Conversations for Dummies. This has been really good today. Been a really good show and so excited that everything is moving right along. Like I said, don't give up on me. I'm here, you guys. I got some great stuff coming up for you guys. Also, I want to say for those of you that are out here in Las Vegas, um, come to the candy store. Lady D got the candy store, got it going on, you guys. I got the nachos, I got the nacho fries, I got the chips, I got the candy, I got the icy cups, I got ice cream cups, I got big sticks. I got twin pops. I got all kind of stuff for you guys. Come on and join me over here at the candy store. And I do deliver. It has to be a certain amount of order for me to deliver. And and I only deliver like the nachos and the nacho fries and stuff like that. So, yeah, you guys hit me in my inbox and join me over here at the candy store. Come on over and pay us a visit, or let me know what you want, and I will definitely hook it up for you. Okay. Thank you guys. I'll be back next Friday, same time. Well, 9 o'clock a.m. is the time. And so I was a little bit late today. Like I said, I was out there doing my thing, out there making that cashola. You know what? I'm a hustler. I'm a grinder. I'll be out there doing my thing. I cannot sit back and wait for stuff to happen. I have to make it happen. So you guys do the same thing. Go out and make some stuff happen. Don't just sit around and wait for it to come. It's not going to drop in your lap. That money ain't going to come out the sky. Okay? It ain't no money trees outside waiting for you. You got to get out and make some stuff happen. Make it happen. Okay. Have a great day. Happy Friday, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys next time. And tune in to Morning Motivation with Lady D, Monday through Friday on KEPX Radio, the Soul Express. I will be there playing the hip hop and the R&B music. You know, I'm a hip hop head, you guys. I love me some hip hop. So tune in. If you like hip hop like I do, you're going to get it all the good stuff. Thank you and have a great day. I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Yes.